I'm dreaming of the road again, set free in the wind.
What'd you do to it? Oh. I see. New carburetor.
What?
You said new carburetor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Feels good.
Nice. Well, can't you just get a new pulley system and then do an engine, or no? Oh.
Nope.
So that's what's going to take a capoot this year, is a pulley system.
No. I'm saying I want to put a new engine on it because it needs a new engine. But I can't because all this is built onto the back of the engine, and you can't buy engines with that on there.
Oh. I see. Hello, Miss Lucy. Here's old Glory. Right, so a quick little update. I'm in this duck coop that I had previously made for the ducks that we had. But then we ended up remodeling our house and we attached it to here so there was more room. I didn't fully zip tie some spots. So we laid the grass seed for the second time. So I couldn't really let them out because they would obviously eat it. So then it got really windy one day and they found a little escape hole, so they've escaped. So now I closed this and I just come and open it, but now they are able to come back out in free range and they're starting to go up onto the hills and not really here. And those seeds, the second round of grass seed that we have planted, is also sprouting. So I'm not too worried about it, but the bugs are out, stuff is blooming, spring is upon us, and I'm so excited. My seedlings are starting to sprout a little bit. I currently have 21 and I may get rid of 3 more. I'm not too sure. Austin and I are in his garage right now. He's working on a Ford Fusion. And then later this evening, we will be looking at a house and potentially putting a verbal offer on. And it still has land. It's just a different location. We'll definitely need some work. That's going to be anywhere at this point. And the way I'm changing my mindset, because some people will they don't see the bigger vision. And obviously, like I've stated in the past in my videos, if we do move, then our house will be paid off and we'll be debt free. And that gives you a lot of freedom to do more stuff. The way I view this is life is too short. I can't exactly go travel the world like I used to dream of, but I can go live in different areas and just enjoy life. I could die tomorrow at this point. I really could care less. Like, a house is a house, you know? Home is where you make it. And it's just the fact that I get to do this with my husband. You know, we are living in our current prayers, our current dreams. Like, everything we dreamed of when we first met each other, we're living in it. Like, this is the prime time. We're not getting any younger. So I just want to give that wise little motivation and just insight of stop listening to the outside noise. Yes, we're doing everything I want to do to this house, but it could burn down tomorrow. It could. I don't know, you know? So I don't know why I spewed that out, but someone's got to hear it. Maybe it's just for myself. Down yonder, that's what is kind of a swing, but also holds their feet up. The wire's broke, the thing that holds it. So I have to see if Austin has something to replace that so we can fix that, because they enjoy that as a swing, and I also like it because the food stays up swinging. Also, Austin was going to till up the garden this year, or today, and we're going to keep it where we had it in the same area as last year, just because we had already moved the rocks and the logs last year, and we don't want to have to redo that in the new location we were considering. So we're just going to stay where we were at last year for this year. And he was going to till today. I told him, so that's a little too soon. You're gonna disrupt the bed. He replaced the carburetor and he wants to put a new engine on it. I don't know if it was hard to hear in there because we had the heat on. But the engine that he could order doesn't come with like the pulley system. So we bought this from like a friend or a family member or something of the sorts. And it's just not, it was struggling last year. So this may be the last year that we can use a tiller. We have considered getting an attachment for a tractor and tilling it up that way, but we also need a 4-wheel drive tractor, and we don't have that right now. We used to, but we don't. Or we can just get a new tiller. So I don't know. We'll just day by day, season by season is the only way we can do it. So we are hiking this property now. We're looking at this house I was talking about earlier. So, lovely lady, by the way. Oh my. Back home now and forgotten it. Go look in your toy box. I forgot to film the rest of the evening, but I just got done feeding the starter. I think today is day 4. Oh, day 3 actually, and of doing this. So I'm the type of person that likes to clean the jar after everything is said and done. This is also my 3rd attempt at doing this, and I have typically done those big huge pickle jars that like commercial restaurants get, and I have ruined 2 of them because like once it gets to where you have to do like every 12 hours, it's just not doing what it's supposed to or something of the sort, so I just get a little impatient. So I'm trying a smaller jar and I feel like I'm having better luck with it. So we ended up putting a verbal offer in, so we shall see if there's a response back to that and see where that takes us. That house would need work, I will not lie. So, but everything we have done to our other houses in this house, we already know how to do, so we can do it to that house. It would just take day by day, project by project, but I can still have my chickens, can still do the self-sufficient life. And we hiked that property, and let me tell you, it feels like I can taste the iron in my lungs. That's how hard my heart was pumping. So it'd be a good spot. There were still some flat places. It has been logged before, but I think that was like back in early 2000s, and it was only like select cut. So not too shabby. Definitely some room for improvement, and there's history to the house, and it's been in like the generation like of their family. So I don't know, we shall see where this journey takes us. If not, then we're here. Sourdough starter is started again, day 3, and hopefully we can get somewhere. Don't touch that. All that's hot right there. Okay, so we're back from church, went to the car wash, and now we're gonna go into the run area and try to fix that one board that we have hanging for a swing and holding it their feed. have convinced Austin that we should go ahead and start moving this coop and hopefully run, but there's a couple girlies in here looking at me sideways, rightfully so, and I need to go ahead and collect some eggs. But he's gonna start the tractor. Lucy, baby, I told you not to get that on your overalls because we have to go to church this evening, honey.
Dad?
Yes, but I have convinced him to try to go ahead and move this coop, and considering calling a couple people to see if we can pick up this run, so that way we can try to move it before we get a bunch of rain upcoming. So like I said, I just need to go ahead and collect this and move some of the stuff over here, and we're gonna see if the tractor is going to be willing to be able to conquer this. Here now. I don't know why he moved forward, but he just snapped the run part. It may be really hard to hear me, but he's actually taken up where we have the garden, which can be functional, but we've still decided that we're going to do the garden up here. But I also want them up here so that way when we are up in the garden, they could be browsing around and eating the ticks, so we're not picking our wild black raspberries up here, then they can start eating the ticks. Because when we go back to, there's a lot of ticks the second you step on the grass. So the only downside is all the hens are out and about, but I'm just gonna have to call them with a treat and pull them back up here and keep them in for a few days. The trick, if you do not know this, is to leave your flock, whether that's ducks, chickens, roosters, whatever the case may be, you leave them in the coop and run area for 5 to 7 days. It kind of just depends. That way they know where to lay as well as where their home is. So he's going to try to move it further back here, but we shall see if he doesn't get too agitated. Look who showed up. Headed back to get the actual run. Huh? We gotta go and get the run part. So, Mom and Shannon are also here. My brother showed up. So we're all going to try to lift that run up and try to put on a trailer. That's my plan. I think Austin thought we were going to use a tractor, so he's saying now we can't use the tractor because on the passenger side, which would be the right side, the back tire is now locking up. So that's kind of a bummer. So I don't know what we're gonna do, but we've already moved the coop. So either we're gonna have to move the ghetto run that I made for the ducks that is currently kind of attached, but there's some holes and gaps. Like it's not properly fenced up, if that makes sense. It was kind of done sloppy. Probably just need to do that and till we can figure out another plan. And then I need to also try to remember to do my sourdough. It is currently 4 p.m. and we have to go back to church around like 5:50 because service starts at 6. So that's kind of a lot. And I've been trying to tidy up, as well as, you know, I don't know what we're gonna do for dinner. We may just have to stop and get something. I don't know, all the sorts, but we do have some helping hands. So super thankful for that. Let's go and see what we can figure out. Because also, I don't know if y'all could see, but he pushed the coop into the run and it kind of snapped. Mind you, this run has sat there for roughly 2 years now. So it's kind of like sunken down into the dirt after all the rain, the ducks, the chickens, so on and so forth. So we're just gonna see. I'm gonna try not to fret about it, and I'm just gonna take it moment by moment and try not to let this get between Austin and I. Because if you know, you know. Couples, when you're doing these projects, it's the most time that you go after each other's necks. So we're just trying to give each other grace, and I'm just trying to giggle about it instead of snapping, because I can't control it and he can't control it at the end of the day. And this just goes to show that if you don't think you need a 4-wheel drive tractor, you better think again, because I can assure you that you probably need that 4-wheel drive tractor.
Wait, touch him?
You have to be real easy, real easy.
What?
Here, hold on.
Mouse?
He has a mouth, but he just don't bite us. He don't want to bite.
So Mom suggested to put some wheels, and now Austin
So
is.
now it's Mom's idea.
What was that? Not Mom?
I don't know.
Wasn't my
I'm
idea.
just corrupting the video.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm not gonna cut that out.
That's how you do it.
Oh. Shit.
Just getting away.
Should probably done it in the first place. Put wheels on it.
Oh, that's what I bought those wheels for, actually.
Oh, really? 2 years later.
Give him a few minutes.
This is where Christian gets his knees busted in.
Hey, hold on. Now get on the outside and pick the sides up. Trey, go over there and help him one side.
Okay, so we added a metal pole from our little pile.
we just cut it right in half.
Yeah, and the lads.
Duh.
I just filmed.
She didn't do nothing.
I lifted a little bit.
All she does is watch. Don't let her lie to you, chat.
Talks a lot of trash. That's about it.
I lifted it a little bit, but we added that so hopefully it's not going to fall because the trailer is not long enough. So we're gonna haul that up there with the flat tire. So we'll see how this goes. Wish us luck. Pull that plant, Mom. Hurry, 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 hurry. Slow and steady. Oh, baby. Great job, guys. Look at all that new grass for the ladies. Time to get some hogs. Adding the automatic door back up. It's already been set to the timer, and we got 4 chickens out of 21. It is 10:46, and we were finally back from church. And the ladies, all but 4 of them, are either on top of this run or on the bottom. So hopefully none are in the tree. If so, I'm sure I can get the rest tomorrow. But Austin is looking for a box so that way I can get him, and then I'm gonna have to drive yonder. Look how dark it is over there. Bigfoot's gonna love to see me coming. Oh, good gracious. I have a few in here. There's still about 12 more that are on top of that run. And now I'm driving yonder to the new location. And here's the rest of the crew. Aren't they cute?